we stayed at this albergue last night called the Apartamentos Puerta de Najareo. And I was down for the count yesterday, and the proprietor, Maeta, just grabbed me by the arm and walked me right up to the room, made sure I was all settled in before she left, and then I got about 20 hours of sleep, so I'm back in it.
It's not like us to leave during the daylight. Oh, wow. I think so. Hi, and welcome to Camino Confidential. This is episode 16. We come to you right now from the quarter-way point. We covered 125 miles in eight and a half days. Yeah, 8.5 days. And we just came up a very, very long hill, and guess what was at the top? That's right, another food truck. In this case, it was a guy with a car, and he's taking donations for drinks. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Good.
Better than yesterday.
Yeah. So on our way to Santo Domingo, more on that later. Santo Domingo. That's our destination for today.
this town, and there was a young woman who was trying to get the attention of the son, but he was a very pious pilgrim and rebuffed her, so she was angry. So she put some silver in his pack and then sent the police after him and say he stole it. And so they convicted him of theft and hanged him.
Hanged him?
Yeah. He didn't want to commit crimes in those days. The parents finished their pilgrimage, and on their way back they stopped to honor their son's body, and they found he was alive. Still hanging, but alive, because in those days, if you were hanged, they left your body out there to kind of be a warning to other people. So he had been brought back to life, so they went to tell the governor or whoever was in charge of the magistrate, and he happened to be having a chicken dinner. And they told him, our son's still alive. And he goes, he's not alive. He's as alive as this chicken on my plate is. And the chicken stood up and came back to life. So the descendants of the chicken are supposedly still kept in this cathedral. Yep.
Austere, yes, the difficult life of pilgrims.
The monastic life of pilgrims.
Yeah.
Well, they did grow olives and wine. I'm not sure about the wine truffles. That may not have been part of it,
But who knows? They might have been comfortable pilgrims.
Yeah.
Because we certainly are.
It was a much shorter day after yesterday's death march of 20 miles.
Today was a recovery day, and it went great. Beautiful vistas again, kind people. One grumpy person at a bar in, I've forgotten where.
Yeah, we
because you forget the grumpy people really fast.
And actually, when we say bar, a lot of the cafes, our bars and cafes, they're the same place.
Yeah, if you're going to stop for a bocadillo or a meal, you're generally going to stop at a cafe or a bar. And like I said, we just don't remember the people that are not pleasant. And the ones that are pleasant are so charitable that they form instant memories for you.
We had a good day today. Recovery and rolling hills.
And cloud and a breeze. It was a very nice day, very comfortable to be walking. The rolling hills, kind of that picturesque scene that you always see in the guidebooks and everything, a long straight road that just goes up and over hills and over, and as far as you can see there's this road going, and there was times where you didn't see any other pilgrims, and that was really neat. It's kind of reflective of that we're on this journey, on this pathway.
It's so quiet sometimes that you just heard the birds and the wind.
And the surprise of the day was actually the last hill, and I quite expected the town to be off in the distance, and when we crested that hill, it felt like we were right in town.
However, it was another hour, another hour until we reached the center of town.
But that's the unusual surprise. Normally you crest it and think, oh, it'll be right there, and then it's way out
That's
there.
right.
So, like you say, you cherish the little surprises and the fun parts of the day. So, yeah, felt really good to see that, hey, that's our end point.
It's interesting, as it's been typical, maybe this third town in a row, you'll come in thinking this looks like kind of an industrial, you're on the outskirts, not very pretty town, just a working town. But then you keep going, and the areas where the pilgrim hostels and cafes and shops are the old medieval part of the town. Just the old stone buildings centered around the plaza, usually centered around the cathedral, the local cathedral.
And you figure the local cathedral, I mean, they're small towns. And you think, okay, well, there won't be much, or it'd be something, you go in and it's this incredible, spectacular cathedral, I mean, with 40-foot ceilings and gold overlay and multiple altars, and it must have created work for generations to build that. So it's mind-boggling to look at these things, and they were built in the 13th, 14th, 1500, and the craftsmanship is spectacular. And you looked at those walls; they were 4 foot thick, stone.
But this cathedral is special because the bell tower is not attached to the cathedral, and that's because the 3 previous bell towers were destroyed by fire, by lightning, and by earthquake. So the bell tower that exists today is actually about 20 yards off the corner of the cathedral, and it's an independent structure. It's currently under renovation, but it looks quite beautiful. And the cathedral is the Cathedral of Santo Domingo, which is my father's patron saint, because he's named after Saint Dominic.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Be nice to know.
And as we came into town, we actually repeated an experience that we've had several times on the Camino, and that is we rejoined with other pilgrims that we've been walking with, and we were able to sit down and share food and drink with them, and that was special. We spotted a place with paella as we were making our way to our lodging, and we got back there just in time to get served seafood paella and sangria to kind of finish off our day.
That's one of the things that makes it a little bit hard, is we're a little bit out of sync with local culture, in that from about 3 until 7, everything shuts down for siesta. And that's when we roll into town and we're ready to eat. And if you need shopping or you need to buy something or whatever, and you come into town and you're exhausted and ready for beer and paella or whatever, and everything's closed, and it's kind of like, and you don't want to wait till 8 o'clock.
Because we're asleep
you want
at
to be
8
in bed.
o'clock.
Yeah, it's
So-
interesting. Sometimes the towns almost feel abandoned. They're
Yeah.
so quiet at that time.
And then what's amazing is how alive they become.
Right. But the rule is sleep when you can and eat when there's food available, because if you don't, there will be long periods of time where there's no food available.
Yeah. But we haven't starved yet.
I was going to say, it's not
No,
like
because the food has been exceptional.
Yes.
and I'm not sure if it's the old everything tastes good when you're camping, but I thought the paella and sangria was
That was
excellent.
good.
It was actually.
A great day. Tomorrow is another relatively short day. Anything under 15 now is something like a short
It does,
day.
actually.
So we've got a couple short days and then a 15 or a 17-mile day coming up. But no, it was really good to see Slider back up and walking. I think that was, I really didn't think he's going to be up after how out he was. Amazing recovery there, and special shout out and thanks to our 2 angels, trail angels, that took care of us last night when we got in.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Teamwork.
I mean, wine, risotto. That was a great meal, great recovery last night. So thank you very much.
Yeah, the word was, we don't care how sick they are, we'll make something so enticing that they will have to eat it. And they were right. It was wonderful. But thank you both for taking such good care of us.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of being on the way, is when somebody starts to stumble or fail or get sick, is you pick them up and you help them along.
You certainly did that really well.
Would not have recovered without you guys.
What do we say?
Well, first we say cheers to Dominic and his patron saint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.